Hi everyone, good morning. My name is Tommy. This is my project. It's a design of a gallery, a library, and a storage space, as well as a residency spaces for the scholars. I started out by looking at a series of precedents and examples, looking into the transparent construction and glass construction of the roof, Grace Farm, as well as the step library that has different layers of transparencies, and pavilions and cabins as inspiration for the design of my gallery. The project consists of a library of 3,000 books. The space to exhibit the books that author publishes, our client, a study space for the scholars, as well as a residency space, and a gallery space with 30 meters of hanging walls. The volumes are half sunken into the landscape. Glass construction merges interior and exterior, above ground and underground spaces becomes occupied. The program set on the north-south axis that extends downhill towards the south. The step library is on the hill, and the gallery is on the open field down south. The site is surrounded by heavy forestries, with the exception of open access to the view of the Millbrook Vineyards and Winery towards the south. An important glazing detail to note here is how the structural glazing meets the ground directly without the concrete foundation visible, so it's less intrusive into the landscape. And the roof is very thick in the center and very thin on the edges, so it would appear very thin and edgeless from a pedestrian point of view. One will access the library space from the buried entrance, and then the curtains can be released and contracted back to the roof to protect the books from natural sunlight when needed. The archive space is entirely underground and without any natural sunlight for protection purposes. And the mezzanine floor is the book exhibition spaces. That has a glass floor and is on the ground level. And towards the east of the mezzanine space is the residency spaces, consisting of 4 rooms and a bathroom and a living room space for the scholars. Moving on to the gallery. The first floor is an open plan. It's rather a place for rest and gathering spaces. And one would descend into the gallery space underground with a spiraling staircase. And it's important to know the material of the gallery space here with this kind of layered concrete, and that really provides a contrast of experience going from the very light and transparent spaces above ground into a very concrete and closed space underground. And when one exits the spiraling staircase underground into the gallery space, one will go with a clockwise fashion to visit all the artworks displayed on the wall. The first subject is reframing subjecthood. It's a series of photos and documentations of Africans under the influence of Western colonialism, referring to more modern subjects and figures, body politics. Moving on to land as subject. Documentation showcasing the important relationship between the people and the landscape that they thrive in. And the ending of the art show is very lighthearted. Its empowerment and disillusionment is referring to more modern ideology and photos and imagery. Thank you.